other day of Big Pats Under the Hood. And as you can see that from the thumbnail that I'm still working on the boat. And I know some of you may not be interested, but a lot of you will be. And let me just briefly explain. I've had this boat for quite a while. And the previous owner told me that the boat was taking on, had a small leak on it when they would have the boat out. So on the first installments that you all saw, I replaced the bilge pump on it, and it had the bellows, the two bellows. One bellow that goes around the dog bone for the stern drive. That thing was completely destroyed, so it was letting water in the boat. And then the exhaust. Well, the exhaust, you ain't got to worry about it because it's closed off. And then also the hose that goes to the water pump at the back of the lower unit, that hose that came off. Just a little bit of small things, stuff that we had to do. But anyway, we got all that replaced. So we brought the boat back out here to Thompson's Bay Camp. And we know the boat was taking on a little bit of water, not as much as it had been the first couple of times. So let me show you all where the water is coming in at and what we're going to have to do next once we see the proper procedure in order to repair it. If you all didn't know, this is my 1989 Bayliner 5.0 Capri. It's a cuddy cabin. And what I mean by that is cuddy cabin is that in those two front doors there's beds in there. And they go around like a U shape, and you could sleep about 4 people in there. That's what that is. So in this lower unit here, it has these seals and stuff in there. If you can see them, it's sealed here. We replaced that. That's the one that goes to the drive shaft. That's the drive shaft. And you also have this one here, this little hose here, which goes to the lower unit because it's a water pump right here. It's a water pump here, and it pulls water from here. So though the water pump pulls water, it shoots it up through the hose here, and it goes to the thermostat housing. And that's how the engine gets water, and then the engine water pump circulates it. Well, my leak is here. You see that little crack right there? This crack right here? This is my leak right here. So this is the transom. The transom is good. The transom is good. There's nothing wrong with the transom. But we have a leak right here because it's a seal here. And my little brother, aka the boat whisperer, he filled it up with water and put the plug in it so he could see where it was at, so we don't be like a cat chasing our tail. So we found out that's what it is. So more than likely we're gonna have to remove this lower unit again, take these two bolts off right here, and we're going to see what we have to take loose in order to either slide this thing forward or pull it backwards in order to get that seal in there. But that's what it is. But like I say, buying the boat, we were told that it had some issues with it, and we never would have gotten it if we wouldn't have had put in the water. You got to put it in the water. I mean, you got a boat, you got to put in the water to see what's going on. So now that we know what it is, the next thing is just looking at YouTube and everything else and seeing what's the easiest way to do it. Because like I say, the stern drive is going to have to come off. We did the stern drive the other day. So stern drive will probably have to come back off of it. I'm just speculating. We won't know until we actually look at it and see. But just want to let you all know that that's what it is. And otherwise once we get that done, and it'll be on there to take the floors out of it, take all the floors out of it, take the cabinets out, take the seats out of it, and strip it down to the deck, replace all the old wood that's in there, and we got to gel coat everything and all this stuff like that. But the main thing, none of that was able to get done until we found out if the boat was seaworthy, no leaks. And so we've got that down now. We'll get that done. Don't know in the foreseeable future because my little brother runs a business and just like myself, working every day. But continue to follow along and share this video with some of your friends because I guarantee you it'll be something that'll be informative to everyone. As always, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Have a good day and keep doing it. If you don't try, you won't never finish. Guessing is not going to fix your problem.